Okay. Wait, how many times I said that? I'm gonna say it three more times for y'all. Okay. We back again with your boy Pop Your Shit with JB, and I'm JB, of course. And you know this is the prison time. We talk about prison stories, CO stories, people who want to just get their word out there. You know what I mean? It's therapeutic, and we do not promote none of this violence. Everything is just to get the story out. We want to get the YNs, we want to get the old heads, we want to even tell the babies, like, you know what I mean? Like, people with the babies in their stomach, yo, look, don't do this. So we back with part 4 for Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa.
Hey y'all. Now don't be fucking trying to kill me out there, cause I'm just listen, my ass is old now, and I'm just, I gotta go way back. But everything I'm saying is truthful. I ain't no fucking telling no fucking stories. Okay, so now I'm in prison, and the last part I got off is that they put me in my unit with 120 women. It's 4 range units upstairs. It's range 1, range 2, range 3, range 4. When you in there, you work your way down into the cottages. You have to earn your way to the cottages. A lot of the cottages, like little houses, they have on side the developments, but that's people that's been there, that's got time, that put time in and still got time to go. They get them put in. And then they got little houses down there for people that do drug programs. And that's where eventually I go to as I start to tell my story. I get there. But now I'm in the range. Now I'm sitting there. I'm fucking pissed at the bitch now. I'm scared. Cause I'm thinking like, how this fat bitch gonna make it up here in these motherfucking hills? Every fucking direction you have to go to, wherever you got to go, bitch, there is a hill. I'm talking about steep Bronx hills up in the motherfucking Bronx in New York. Like hills like that.
Shout out to the BX.
I didn't even know how the fuck a bitch was gonna make it. I thought I was gonna die because I was big. And I'm gonna tell you something about jail. They don't give a fuck about that bullshit. About those motherfucking apples. Them son of a bitches don't give a fuck. Bitch, you ain't disabled, you just fat. You disabled, you would go to Coswell, Texas, bitch. You ain't going there. You here. You just fat and you gonna get with the program. And that's what the fuck I did. I fell in line. Word. But what I will say is that we have nasty COs that want to be blatantly nasty because they were just born to be fucking devils of the world. And they got some sweet ones in fucking jail that still treat you like a fucking human being. Some of us made bad choices. Some of us had to make choices for our families. And then some of the motherfuckers need to be right where the fuck you're at. But all I'm just saying is God puts nice COs in my pathway. Now, I did have a couple of bad ones at the beginning, but when I finally realized the sternness and stuff, she was really a sweetie pie at the end.
What was her name, if you don't mind me asking?
Miss Phillips was a bitch.
Miss Phillips.
I think I had called my friend on the phone.
You think she still lives?
I don't know, and called my friend or my sister, somebody, and I indirectly threatened to want to punch her in the face because she's so stern and nasty. Because in jail, you have to practice humbleness.
Okay, can you describe Miss Phillips for me? Like
Miss Phillips was a short little woman that had blonde hair. She was spicy. That's all I could tell you.
I knew it because there's always them short ones.
And no, shout out to the short motherfuckers. Okay, you know I ain't trying to knock you little short motherfuckers. But what I'm just saying is she's a short little white little lady, and that bitch was spicy. And I don't know what the fuck she said to me. She pissed me the fuck off. That's what the fuck I know. And they heard my conversation and they pulled me up. Now, mind you, I didn't go back. And I said, somewhere down the line, I'm going to go back because I didn't tell my whole story when I got to Oklahoma. So I'll go back to that. But they listened to your conversations. Me not learning from the first time in Oklahoma City, that's the main central part for you to get where you're going, your permanent destination or where you're going to be at. Right? Or where you going? Because it's a transitional, that's the transport phase. That's the main office. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I had made an indirect statement about how I wanted to punch her in her face. And they fucking called me up. Called me up from my unit. I had to go see my counselor. Excuse me. That was a big one. Pardon me, y'all. I done smoked some wax. I got some good fucking butt. My bad. So they called me up there to the thing and they told me about what I said. And because they knew that I was scared and I was fresh on the deck, because you know they all know that, they gave me a get pass. You know what I'm saying? So then I realized that I gotta really watch what I say on the phones because they really listen to your conversations. That's a real fact. I didn't know that. You see it on TV and you hear people talk about it, but to be actually living through it, I really didn't pay it no attention. So now that that happened to me, now I'm sitting there, I'm still struggling. I'm angry. I'm mad and shit like that. I'm scared because I'm mad. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna do these heels? How I'm gonna walk? How I'm gonna do this? I was depressed for a couple of days where I didn't even go outside to even go down the hill because you have to go down the hill to go down to, it's called CDR, Central Dining Room. That's what it was called. I know that very well because they put my fat ass down there to work. And that's another story. But I was, I couldn't take it no more. So my stomach was touching my back. After the soups and shit they done gave me, you know, the white people, maybe one, two blacks, but mostly the white people. Yeah. Once all the fucking the food was ran out, bitch, hey, where I'm going? So, you know what I mean? I had like 2 or 3 packs of soup, where I'm going. So now I gotta really see how I'm gonna do this. Like how I'm gonna walk down this hill and make it back up. And it was so happened that it was an old school lady. Her name was Nikki. Shout out to Nikki.
Shout out to Nikki.
She was the one that embraced me. And she took me in, like underneath her wing, and we walked the compound. And we walked back up, we ate together and things like that. Then it was the time that I came out the bathroom in my shower shoes and nobody telling me to be careful because the floors are wax and I bust my ass.
Oh my God.
In front of the whole fucking unit, yo.
You was okay though, right?
I hurt myself on my hip side, but I was okay. And Miss Neely, that's a white lady.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Neely, was the bomb.com. Her and her husband both worked there. And they used to make, when Miss Neely first started working there, she used to tell me how they used to try to train her to be nasty to us purposely. What? And she said that she just could not do that to us, you know, and that was something that she shared, you know, with me. Because she was one of the people that encouraged me and helped me to lose weight during my journey inside the prison. So she got me, she helped me, she took care of me while I was there in the unit after I got helped it up, got picked up. She helped me, she came down in the room, she checked on me to make sure if I needed anything. Damn CO. Normally they don't do shit like that for us. They just fucking leave us there and say, fuck you. But I'm in the feds and I'm not in a maximum prison. I'm in Camp Cupcake, as they call it, for Martha Stewart. But she came and checked on me. She was the bomb.com. I'm telling you, I'll never forget her. Never. All right, my journey went on. I never got into no trouble or nothing. I met good people. You know, I went to church. Because like I said, during my time, I never had no relationship with God. I always thought he was a miracle worker. Boom, you pray for what you want, bam, you got it. But it don't work like that. But I learned to find my way with God in jail. And, you know, I thought everything was nice in jail. I mean, church was nice. Oh, welcome, come in, sister. One Sunday I go, come on in, sister. I love you, sister. God bless you, sister. Praise the Lord, sister, sister, sister. We get out of jail, we get out of the chapel, and then I have to go to the smoke shop and hear you talking about one another. You just told her that you loved her. I'm fucking hearing that oral sex is going down with women inside the chapel. Like, what the fuck is going on? Now, keep in mind, I still don't have a relationship with God. I'm just learning that. Hello, how you doing? I'm just learning that once you get saved, you can't make no mistakes. I didn't realize that until as time go on, that's not true. You understand? We fall short in sin every goddamn day. But it shunned me away from church and God. I fell back from that, so I left that alone for a little while. My sister started sending me books. I started reading and stuff. Then I started tagging in with some good old school people. People that robbed the bank. Motherfuckers, bitches that burglarized the robbing people's homes and shit. That was my prison mom. Her name was Yolanda. Shout out to her.
The B&E game, breaking and entering.
Yeah, yo. I met good people. Then I started working out. I started doing it. At first, I was bad at it. I was bad. I was doing 1 point something speed, no incline, doing it. I never gave up. But I'm gonna tell you how the CEOs don't care about you being fat. Don't care about you being fat, your fairness, nothing. It was snowing one day. All my motherfucking friends that know me know that I don't fuck around in the snow. I've been like that my whole fucking life. Maybe because I've been a big bitch my whole life, and fat people in snow don't rock, baby. I don't know about them other fat motherfuckers. Not trying to dish y'all, but me, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, shout out to the BBL.
I'm telling you, I had to walk down this fucking hill in the fucking snow. I cried to the CEOs. I tried to get out of every fucking situation not to go down that fucking hill. They don't give a fuck about what your fucking fears are. You think they give a fuck about that? Bitch, you got the program. You got a job you got to go to. Bitch, you better get your fat ass down there. I cried and I cried and I cried and I prayed and I cried. This is when I started getting opening up to God again now. And God sends me 2 girls. I don't even remember their motherfucking names. I tell you no lie. And we held hands and sung gospel songs all the way down the damn hill. They waited for me when I got off. And we walked right back up that hill singing gospel music. And I did not fall. So I started to feel confident a little bit about it. But I'm still struggling now because I'm still big. And I get there to the place, and then when it's time for them to measure up to put your clothes on, when I first got there, see, I gotta go back and forth because my mind is I'm an old lady, so you gotta give me a fucking break. All right, okay. But when I first got there, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, when I first got there, I had to wear dresses. They didn't actually have nothing in my size for me at the jail. I had to wear dresses. I got pictures of all that shit. So God started putting me in paths with people. I started going to the gym. Like I said, my incline started getting better. The speed started getting better. All that shit. I started doing it from one from 10 minutes to 15 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 an hour and a half. Banging it, doing all kind of shit in jail. I work hard for myself. I lost 130 something pounds being in jail. I knew I was the shit. Shit, my hair was long. I was the shit dot fucking calm. But we're gonna go back. So during my process, I got into one altercation in jail. Fucked up the count, the whole fucking count. They was gonna pack me out, take my good days away from me, and every motherfucking thing. I don't know what the fuck the argument was about, but me and this fucking lady, I can't even remember her fucking name. She was a shit starting ass bitch, and I don't know what happened. But we was arguing, and then the next thing I know, we getting ready to walk up to each other. And before we can even do anything, the only thing that got me, the reason why I had the extra, what it was packing me out, because I couldn't control myself. I couldn't calm down. Because I didn't bother nobody. And she was, I think she was talking about me, if I'm not mistaken. I really can't really remember. But I fucked up the count because I wouldn't calm down. So we didn't actually really have no fight, but it could have been something, but it didn't. But because she kept antagonizing me, like talking about me, like I'm hearing all this shit she's saying about me. So they was going to pack me out. Miss Moyer, a black lady, spoke to the lieutenant, and told the lieutenant to not pack me out. That I was a good person, and that let me take care of this. So she pulled me in and she said they was going to pack you out. She said, but I told the lieutenant to let me take care of it. And I asked her, can they not pack you out? She said, but you're going to give me extra duty for an hour. I think it was an hour or 20 minutes, an hour or 20 minutes, in between 20 minutes or an hour.
Mm-hmm.
One of them numbers for, I think, a month straight. I had to walk the top of the compound. The compound was like a relay race. It was, you know how a track. It was like a track.
Yeah.
You could walk around it in circles and circles, and you know people used it as for track in the morning, but I had to do it, and she watched me do it, and I had to do it faithfully every fucking day. Plus that and working out in the gym, I bust my ass. I lost weight. So during me and my conservation, they made pants for me. I saved them fucking pants. You know that? The first fucking pair of pants I saved from the fucking pair of pants I was wearing from the day I left. I could not believe the size. I was boom. Yo, I lost mad weight, y'all, for real. So now I'm ready to get back out there to the I'm lying. Let's not finish. During my process, I got into the drug program. In the drug program, it takes time off your sentence. So when the time I got in, it took off 8 to 9 months off my sentence. So I came home a little earlier. In this drug program, it was not fucking easy. I started remembering childhood trauma that I closed out in my life. You know what I mean? I started remembering childhood abuse, which is childhood trauma. Blocking out certain shit that happened to me, dealing with certain shit. I even went into trauma programs. I bust my ass in school, shit like that. But the drug program was the hardest thing for me. You know, they strip you down, and you would think that these, I want to say 4 to 6 counselors didn't know what the fuck about drug addicts and shit like that, because some of them never been on drugs.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's crazy.
But they are gifted by God. I promise you they are. These women knew all of us. Told us if we didn't continue to do this and do that, we'll be back. The people before my program, I was in program 48. I knew people in program 47. She shared some of the things that the counselors said to her. She came back. Exactly what the fucking counselors told her.
Exactly how he said it.
I swear to God, they were all women. I swear to God. They came back, and some of them left and went home to the halfway house. And came back. Some of them didn't even make it in the halfway house for not even a week. Some of them, like, these ladies were gifted. I'm telling you, they were some gifted women. And my counselor was Miss Crump.
Shout out to Miss Crump.
Yeah, she told me I had a money addiction problem. They put me on a restriction. It was hard for me and that motherfucker. You heard? I mean, you get a $290 spending limit every month at the time I was going. And on holidays, Christmas time, I think it was just only Christmas, they give you to $320. They gave you an extra couple of dollars. But I hit my max every month. Because they check $290 for the whole month, and that's including your debit. Because you can give them your clothes and get up early in the morning and drop them off. Or you can use your ID card. It's like a debit card too, because you can put money when you go to commissary. I want to put $20 on my debit card. So that 20 is coming off your $290. But you have to spend that wisely, because you can either drop your clothes for free or you can pay for it inside the unit where you don't have to go outside. Yeah. Each place you go into has vending machines. So if you want something, your card would pay for it, and it'll come off your card. But you have to spend $290 a month. $290. So that means you got to divide that $290 in 4 weeks. Yeah. You ain't worried about, if you're going to eat some of the shit that they give you, and don't sit there and let a motherfucker tell you that they ain't never ate no fucking shit from jail, okay? Cause the motherfuckers is a square ass motherfucking punk clown ass fucking liar. Cause you fucking some of the bitches done ate some of that fucking prison slop shit. So don't sit there and try to fucking perp the perp. Cause now you out here living cheap large and you know you bitch ass niggas done ate some of that motherfucking slop. So please, spare the bullshit, okay? Okay. Now, you get fucking meals. So and I'm not gonna lie, some of the meals was good. I learned how to eat a fucking hot dog in jail. Cause just ketchup and
wait, what you mean? I don't understand.
because eating fucking hot dog with ketchup and fucking mustard is not eating a hot dog. Now just shake your head, cause nobody don't know you on this fucking TV, okay? When you learn how to eat a fucking hot dog, does eating a hot dog with just plain fucking ketchup and mustard is eating a fucking hot dog? Just shake your head.
No.
Right. I learned how to eat a fucking hot dog. I learned how to make a hot dog and enjoy a fucking hot dog in jail. And maybe I ain't get one of them hot dogs out here in the barbecue, because you know us dumbass niggas is always ketchup and mustard. Maybe a little relish on the side. Very rarely you see the onions out there and shit like that. I learned how to eat it in jail with the coleslaw and the beans, baked beans on it. So that and the oatmeal. The fuck, I don't fucking, my grandmama used to make oatmeal for me when I was in fucking 72. I don't like fucking oatmeal. That fucking oatmeal in fucking jail. I don't know who the fuck was back there making that bullshit, but that fucking oatmeal was the boss. I just could not get up in the motherfucking morning and go get it every motherfucking morning, but that motherfucking oatmeal. And I'm gonna tell you how real it is, because niggas ain't going, some of these bitch ass niggas out here ain't gonna say, yo, the oatmeal was good. They gonna sit there and talk they shit with they bitch, talk about like, yeah, ma, I ain't do that, bitch. You know you ate that fucking oatmeal, so shut the fuck up, all right? The oatmeal is the bomb, I'm telling you. And I used to dip that shit in with some toast and butter, like an old lady. Sure did. I just can't get my fat ass down the hill to get it all the time. But I'm telling you, the oatmeal was good. And we had a guy, my prison stay wasn't bad at all. I had motherfucking fun on there. I got stories. Fucking white bitches used to have, it was nothing up there at the top compound but nothing but sun. So, you know, these bitches could, watch your mouth and say, these fucking Caucasian women want to lay they fucking asses out on the grass like they sitting at the motherfucking beach. And then, because I worked in the health unit. Hello, the health unit. Hello, the health fucking unit. Now, you know, I'm not telling one of them stories, but I can show. Oh, I can tell you some of them. These bitches that come to the motherfucking health unit, they can't even sit down. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yep. They can't even, these fucking bitches can't even sit down. These fucking bitches is hurting. Nah, you can't ask her how she's doing and I'm videoing. No offense to you, sweetheart. You know you can't be doing that. Hello. Now, anyway, back to my story. It's my time. These fucking bitches that come to the health unit and they barely can fucking sit down. These bitches look like little crab on SpongeBob. They are cooked like lobsters. Like, what is wrong with you? You want to sit on the grass like that and to cook yourself to come to the health unit to be in pain? To get cream? Like, I don't understand. Yeah. Yo, I could tell you some stories. These fucking broads is crazy. I'm going to tell you something, though. I have never in my fucking life ever seen a dildo made in jail. Okay? But I had a friend, and she showed me one of them motherfuckers. These bitches in jail is talented. They make sex to a whole nother level in jail. Like, bitches get their fucking shit off. You heard? They don't always need a mouth. I saw this dildo. Good morning. Good morning. The towel was shaped just like a fucking dick. It was big. Big. They get that fucking saran wrap and they wrap that shit around. They stick that shit inside of a bra. You know, because we all wore them old fucking lady white bras and shit. And they stick that shit in the bra and them bitches wear that shit like a strap on. And them bitches is getting dick, yo. That's why I said these bitches don't need you motherfucking niggas. Oh, we need you niggas. We don't even need you niggas for babies. We just go to the sperm bank. Hello, we don't need you niggas for shit. These bitches is fucking with dildos, son. Crazy. They don't need you niggas. They gonna get their shit up. They gonna be thinking about that hoe when they come home, when they laying up the knee with your sorry ass. Bet you that. Anyway, back to my story. Oh, yo, I've seen women in there come in there with infections in their mouth because you don't even let bitches get medically cleared before you start sea diving down there on that plate. You don't even let that plate get a wash. You just come in here, you just fucking start fucking sucking up the fucking plate. Then you come in there, you got an infection in your throat. Once the bitches take off the blueberries, then they should be medically cleared.
What's the blueberries?
You can slop them up all you want. Blueberries is the new commit shoes that you fucking wear when you come to jail. That's how the fuck we know that you are a new commit.
Yeah.
New commits is the new ones with the blue ones. The old commits is motherfuckers like us that's walking around with name brand sneakers on or prison shoes. And prison shoes fuck your feet up. They done fuck I had pretty fucking toes. Hello. My friends would tell you. And the bitch got a couple of cones on them for them steel toes. You have to wear steel toes because you gotta work. Bitch know how to strip, know how to wax, know how to buff. I did all that. I would have never thought in a million fucking years. Bitch was fat. Bitch would have been buffing, stripping, mopping. That's a fucking man's job. At least in my ignorant eyes, right? Shit. But in jail, you see a lot of shit going on. And once you get medically cleared and you ain't wearing them Burberries no more, because you either gonna wear the fucking shoes that the jail give you, so that means that you don't gotta wear them Burberries no more. You are officially medically cleared. You can have HIV, but at least you don't got the shoes on. Hope that somebody tell you don't fucking put your lips down there. Because you're going to be fucked to the up. But the shoes come off. Only time I wore those shoes is because I had to go to work. You cannot wear sneakers at certain jobs that you get. It's requirements to wear them ugly fucking steel toe fucking shoes that fuck and hurt and fuck your pretty feet up. Period. And then I was popular for my books. My sister kept me flooded with books. And that's how I got popular out there. People would call me and be like, because you can't just come in another unit to visit a person. You have to stand outside the units because, like I told you, it's unit 1, 2, and upstairs is 3, upstairs is 4. So you standing in front of a building. That's all. So you gotta hope to see somebody go up. Oh, excuse me, you going up to range 3? Can you do me a favor? Can you call out such and such, such and such? So people come in my range and say, Lisa Ahmed, you gotta, what the fuck they call it? Lisa Ahmed. I forgot what they tell you who's outside. But they call out your whole fucking government name. So that's how I got popular by the books. Some people would say, "Oh, the girl in the range let me hold these books. Yo, this is her name, yo." So I used to have to keep names on who the fuck had my motherfucking books. Mm-hmm. And then as the time I went home, when it's time for me to go, I gave all the books that my sister brought me. I gave them all away. Only things that I did come home with was all the spiritual books. And my sister did send me some good spiritual books that were really good to read. Yeah. But the fan, the shoes, the bows, the food, all that other shit, all that shit I had, it was always somebody that you was close to or a couple of people you was close to that you separate and share all that shit amongst your fucking family or that you got. Because they your family that you got in jail. You give it away. I gave all that shit away. I ain't come home with none of that shit. I told you I wasn't going to eat oodles and noodles, and the bitch eats cups of soups like a motherfucker around these streets. And I told you I could not stand. I promised myself I would never eat a fucking oodle and noodle in my motherfucking life. And the bitch goes to the store, "Where's your cup of soup at?" And I get a cup of soup. But what I did do, I didn't want to learn, but I did learn how to cook a few things in jail. I learned some fucking shit that you could cook in jail now. Like, I never knew you could fucking fry rice and noodles together with jalapenos and sausage and all that good shit and a can of Coca-Cola. I learned that from a woman from Tallahassee. Her name was Tammy. Shout out to Tammy. Old school
Shout out
bitch.
to Tammy.
Taught me some shit. Shit bussin'. Bussin'. You can cook some shit. If I could find the fucking rice, I will cook a meal for you if I could find the fucking rice. Small little purple pack of rice. It's enough for one serving. I think it was like 33 fucking cents when I was in jail then. Because I used to buy me, and I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say that it was always a Newport, because it was not always a Newport. It was always a Newport here on the street, but it wasn't always a Newport in jail. A bitch smoked the menthol generics, I sure did, but a bitch with a couple packs of Newports too. I ain't buying no fucking carton. What the fuck I'm buying the fucking carton for? I just, every now and again you like to have that strong cigarette or whatever. But I fuck with the generics. Them motherfuckers was $21 opposed to paying $45 or something like that for a carton of cigarettes. I had to learn how to fucking spend. Keep in mind, like I said, $290, and put money on my debit card. Okay, but I went through a lot. I went to my drug program. I got to sit down there because you got a big drug program with about 48 people in it. Then you got a little program, a small group where it's 10 of y'all in it, and you get to do that on one day out of a week. You get an hour of that, and to sit down there in a small group and you have to sit in a hot seat in the middle of the floor. This is why I tell you that my hardest part in bidding was the drug program. Because that's why I say I love my friends. Some of my friends ain't gonna tell me what the fuck going on. Mm-hmm. But I got some of my friends that's gonna give it to me like that. And we might have an argument, but the love is love. We come right back. Shout out to little Christina.
Shout out to Christina.
Yeah, because that's me, and she always challenging me. We go back and forth, but that's my baby. I love her, and I know that she loved me. Okay, anyway, I just sitting in the middle of the floor and having these motherfucking strangers tell you who the fuck you really are. And guess what? You can't do a fucking thing about it. How about that? You gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. That pride, you ain't got no pride. Who the fuck are you? You ain't no fucking body. You in jail. You gotta sit there and you gotta eat that shit. And I ate it.
I know that was tough.
Yeah, I ate it. They told me I was a hypochondriac because I always worried. They told me I was a negative thinker. They told me that I didn't love myself. They told me that I shouldn't call other people bitches because that's the way we, because I'm from the hood. That's what we do. We talk. I'm not really supposed to do that. We shouldn't call each other bitches. We shouldn't even call each other niggas. Why is it okay for us to call one another niggas, but the white person can't? We shouldn't call each other niggas. We should not address ourselves like that. But that's just what we were programmed to do, and that's what we do. But I had to catch myself when I deal with other people. I never had a white friend in my motherfucking life till I went to jail. Shout out to Sally Mae and Tonda James. Hey, and I'm saying your whole name. Anybody say my whole fucking name in the street, that's because I went to jail with your ass. Because nobody don't fucking call your whole government name in the motherfucking street, not unless they fucking did a prison bid with you. Because that's how you call people when you be in there. Sometimes, I guess because bitches do shit different from men prisons. I don't know what that shit is like in the men prison because I'm not a man.
Yeah, the men prison is mostly
bitches call their whole fucking name out when they want to such and Lisa such and such. Such and such and such. Like, how the fuck you want your whole government name to be spread it out like that?
It's mostly like in men prisons. It's mostly like New York or Brooklyn or, you know what I mean?
But I'm going to tell you something. That shit was hard in that shit, man. That drug program shit was rough. I came across them. And Tina, how the fuck am I going to forget about Tina? That's my dog right there. I forgot Tina's last name, but I got pictures of her and her kids upstairs in my damn book.
Shout out to Tina.
Shout out to Tina. That's my girl too. Yo, never gonna forget you. I had some cool white friends in my fucking life. I promise you. And we one of them out of all three of them we kept in contact with. Tonda always called me every Christmas to see how I'm doing. We kind of lost contact because my grandmother's telephone number is not the same. So And I changed my name on fucking Facebook. So anyway, good morning.
Good morning.
So anyway, I don't know where the fuck I was at, yo. Help me out. Okay, so huh?
Oh, you was talking about Tina.
Yeah, all my friends. I came across good people in jail, but like I said, the drug program was hard. They told me I was a person that sabotaged my success. You know what I mean? Like they told me that they felt like I thought that I didn't see nothing good for myself. Yo, they gave it to me, son. I had to sit there and I had to eat that shit. Cause who the fuck you bitches think you fucking talking to? Huh? Who the fuck you think you talking to? But I had to eat it, and then you had to process that shit. And then you had to work on that shit. And there's more books, more reading, more reports, more everything. Because when you get into the drug program, they want you to write a 28-page of your autobiography of yourself. So they can know exactly what the fuck and what kind of books you got to read and what kind of paperwork and reports that you had to do. I'm telling you, I thought that shit was worse than, I never been to college before, but I think it was worse than college. Yeah, I had so much fucking reading and reports to do. I never think, and you got to do all of that shit within 9 months. Some of us cheated in that motherfucker, and we got information. Some of us brainstorming to skip through the book, to skim through the book, and guess what? The fucking case managers knew who the fuck read their books and who the fuck didn't read their books.
That's their job.
By the way the fuck you write your report. Yeah. Them bitches was smart. They was gifted from God. You understand? Then they made us do a fucking part where we had to deal with shit, where we had to do spiritual shit. And that's when I found God. I started opening up, started reading more. Now I shut myself away from God. So I started reading more in my room. Then I started feeling the presence of God. Like I said, Deborah, she always kept in contact. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She wrote me one time and told me that God told her that this is something I had to do on my own or something like that, because I didn't hear from Deborah at all during my whole incarceration in the federal penitentiary. I haven't heard from her. So I'm learning how to get connected to God, and God is putting people that He wanted in my path to help guide me through my walk in Christ. So now a ministry comes to the prison, Solid Rock Ministries. Now they come to the prison. Now they fucking testimony is awesome. They both was on drugs. The husband had sex with men, all kind of shit. He was pimping her out. She was his prostitute. Bop bop ba doo bop ba bang bang. But they overcame all that stuff because God is great all the time. And they got clean and they started going into prisons and speaking. This woman, now I always wanted to know, let me tell y'all, my whole chubby, fat life, I've always wanted to do the Holy Ghost hustle. Boom, 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 boom. But I just couldn't do it. I always wanted that to be inside me. That's what more I could say. Because you don't do that not unless it's a feeling. It's a spirit of feeling, right? So I'm worried about falling and how the fuck I'm gonna get my big ass up off that motherfucking floor once I fucking pass out. So I never went up there to have them pray on me. Ever. No ministry. But this one time, she was up there. She was a little chubby lady, but she was tall, and she had big titties, but you could tell she wasn't shaped nicely. She had a funny little shape, but whatever. She wasn't bad looking. I went up there, and she prayed for me. And I could feel myself going. Because it's a feeling that you cannot really describe when you actually going through it. But I could feel myself going in, and I grabbed that girl's hands, and she said, that's why you're struggling. That's why you're going through all what you're going through, because you need to let it go. Let it go. And she started doing all that, praying and all that shit. And she touched my head, and boom, I was gone. All I could do was just lay on the floor and just cry. But it was tears of joy. It was not no tears of sadness. It was tears of joy, I promise you. And I cried and I cried and I cried for a good while. They left me there. They just let me feel what I needed to feel. When it was time to get up, I don't even remember how the fuck I got up. I just got the fuck up.
Just got up.
That's all the fuck I know. I just got on up. And then that's when I knew I was on fire for God. I was waking up wanting to live and do right by him. I was on fire. They had my body in jail, but my mind and spirit was nowhere near here. I was on fire for God. I was on fire. But I was still struggling with what was going on in the streets, what I left in the streets. I was still struggling. Motherfuckers, I was still struggling with that connection and all that shit. Knowing that it should have never been a connection.
Yeah.
Once the person turned around and wedded, we shouldn't have. It should be no connection. But I didn't care because I was in love. You know, back then, dumb shit. I was in love. And it wasn't that I wanted to be with the person, but I liked what we had. And my friend, I love her. She used to teach me God, this and that, whatever. And she told me, she said, you better not go home. You better not mess with that motherfucker. She didn't say motherfucker. She said that married man. She said, because God gonna get you. She said, you understand? That's something that he don't like. So she said, but anyway, I want you to read this. She said, and read it out loud. So now, mind you, I lost weight. So now I'm busting them heels up, baby. I'm doing them. Boom. I ain't even stopping. I'm going. Because I'm going to conquer these motherfucking hills before I leave this fucking facility. So we walking and I'm reading this stuff in the scriptures, the book of Romans. I can't tell you what it is until when next time I do the last part, I'm going to tell you the book of Romans I'm talking about. Is in the book of Romans, but it's talking about God can't fault you for some things that you don't know. But once you know, you're held accountable for it. That. I read that out loud and she told me, she said, you know what? Now you know, if you do this, now you know that it's wrong and you're going to be held accountable for what you do. If you do the wrong thing, you got it? I was so mad at her. I was mad at her because I knew what she was saying was the truth. But I didn't care. I still didn't care. I didn't give a shit. Like, I don't know what she talking about. I did what I wanted to do. So anyway, as the time goes on, they want me to speak inside. Now the drug program facilitators want me to speak in the mornings. The mornings is where all the drug programs, we had like 4 different drug programs running at the same time. Or we had to all meet in the morning up at the chapel because we had to say our morning ritual, which was the serenity prayer. Then we had to get up. Some of us we had to say what we was thankful for. It was a little 30-minute ritual that we had to do every day, part of the drug program. And in one of my papers that I wrote, these women wanted me to stand up in front of the whole goddamn church and tell my damn story. I said, what is wrong with these women? What is wrong with these women? Like, I don't understand what is wrong with these women. I didn't do this to share my story. I did it to talk to you about it. So I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, because they seem saying no.
Because you know what? I helped some women in there. They called me out. They helped me. I helped them. They gave me hugs. They helped me. But then now they want me to fucking run the fucking one of the groups. We're not doing that. I sabotaged myself. Started not speaking, started shunning up, didn't want to sit in the front, sit in the back, being quiet, not talking, not participating. And it just knocked them right off the thing. Like they just took me right off the list. But I had to work that out because why do you feel like you should not have success?
Yeah.
My friend Deborah told me that too. She told me that I like to sabotage myself, but I didn't believe her. But I got to see it. This is why I'm telling you, they break you down in jail in that program and they build you back up. By the time I was ready to come home, y'all, I was the shit.com. I lost weight, my hair was long, my hair was dyed, and I was the shit. Before I left, I went to find Miss Moyer. That's the black lady that made me walk that compound. And that's when I started to really lose the weight and really start connecting with God. She was my path that way. I had to find that lady before I left. I had to give that lady a hug. I hugged her and I cried to her. And I showed her the very first pair of pants that I had to the pair of pants that I wore in jail. In the difference in the size, I had to show her, and I had to give her thanks because it was all her. What about if they would have not stopped me? And what about if I didn't get packed out and went to Beckley or Berkeley, some kind of fucking county jail in an orange fucking suit that they probably didn't have in my motherfucking size and sat there while you take my fucking bullshit ass fucking days that you gonna fucking take away because you gotta do 85% of your time. I think you get like maybe 55 good days after you complete the year. What the fuck is that kind of time? That ain't nothing. What is 55 days? That's almost 2 months, right?
Not a year.
Out of a year. You do it most of the time.
Yeah.
And I found this lady and I hugged her and I told her that I would never in my life forget her. And I'm gonna leave it as that.
And that's how we ending this story again. You already know, like I said, this is your boy Pop Your Shit with JB. Okay. Wait, how many times I said that? Okay. I'm gonna say it 3 more times. Okay. And I'm gone.
Peace. Come on, little thirsty tat.